Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, Senior News Editor with Retail Insider. Joining me today is Steve Buors, who is CEO and co-founder of Reshift Media. Thanks for joining us today, Steve.
Thanks for having me, Mario. Appreciate being
Well,
here.
we're going to talk about digital marketing trends for 2023 and what you see coming our way this coming year. First one, localization as a differentiator. Now, according to Shopify, 49% of North Americans are more likely to purchase from a brand due to its local presence. CFIB reports that 66% of consumers say they make efforts to buy from local small businesses. Tell me why that trend is out there and what will happen in 2023 from what you guys are seeing.
Yeah, we are seeing a major push in people buying local and also buying near me. So what we're seeing is it's actually funny because through COVID, a lot of people went online to buy, but at the same time, they also wanted to support their local communities. And there was a proximity aspect to that as well, where when people did need to buy things, they were often seeking out businesses in their community to support and businesses close to them. And we really saw a spike in near me searches on Google, as an example, in the back half of 2021. So it really jumped and it's been sustained ever since. So we saw a major increase in just that behavior by people to want to buy near them and from brands in their community. And so we really are seeing that as a trend that's continuing into 2023. And there's several steps retailers should really be taking to make sure that they're being found and that they're being viewed as a piece of that community.
All right. The second trend we'll talk about is improved performance through machine learning and artificial intelligence. Marketers and businesses can increase their efficiency, effectiveness through this. Tell me a little bit about that trend.
Yeah, it's been really big in 2021 and 2022 in particular. So basically, every platform that a marketer uses online has machine learning built into it. So Facebook has algorithms, Google has algorithms, YouTube has algorithms, which are deciding what you and me see online all the time, by the way. Um, but those platforms have those built right in. In fact, a good example is Google recently launched a whole new program they call Google Performance Max, and it's fascinating because what it does is you literally put in like 4 lines of copy, a few images, a logo, a video. You tell Google what you want to optimize against, if it's purchases on your website or if it's form completions, whatever it is. And you basically put Google to work. So they're using their machine learning algorithms to literally dynamically build ads using the copy you provided, the images, and the logo. They dynamically build the ad and show them to people across all their properties. So across search, across YouTube, Gmail, maps, everything. And what they do is based on what people are doing and responding to, they're modifying the ads, they're modifying the time of day, they're modifying the people they target, which is really the big trend going into 2023 and 2024, is that level of customization, personalization, optimization, and really at the end of the day, efficiency. Because now as a marketer, I get a much more efficient campaign. And as a consumer, by the way, so although that might sound kind of creepy that Google's learning about me to give me better ads, fact of the matter is if I am in fact in the market for a particular product at a particular time and Google happens to show that to me, that's convenience for me as a consumer as well. So that level of machine learning in marketing is not going away. It's going to only increase as time goes on. And then how marketers are using that information to then improve their own products and improve their own ability to show products to people.
All right, I love this third one. Explosion of short form video and online video consumption is growing and accounting for 82% of all online traffic. This is an example of a short form video, maybe a little longer, but why is video becoming so popular these days?
Well, video has been growing for a long time. Short form video would be things like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, those types, which are quite short videos.
Yeah.
TikTok in particular has been on fire, although it's still viewed as a younger person's
Yeah.
medium. More than 50% of people on TikTok are over 30 now, and 26% of Canadians use TikTok. And what's interesting is 65% of those people go on TikTok every single day. People just love it. It's short, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Um, there's a humor aspect often, or an informative aspect, and the engagement is through the roof. So TikTok, as an example, gets more than an hour and a half per day per user on average. So it's so engaging, and people spend so much time on it that from a marketing perspective, you can't ignore short form video. In fact, that is one of the biggest trends we're watching for 2023 is everyone expects TikTok to continue to grow. There's even rumors that people are expecting TikTok to make more money than Facebook in a few years from advertising, which would be quite a feat, I can tell you. So that trend is going to increase, and retailers should really be thinking about how they can incorporate short form videos into their marketing mix, both organic and paid.
All right. Trend number 4, increased competition for new franchisees. So according to Google Trends, search volume for things like start a franchise or buy a business or buy a franchise are up, 30% on average. Why are people interested in being their own bosses, so to speak?
Yeah, so it was COVID is a short version. So we saw right at the start of COVID in 2020, there was a huge decrease in people looking to open their own business and be their own boss. Obviously, there was a lot of anxiety. Once people kind of got over that anxiety, it skyrocketed. January, February, March are typically the top 3 months for people starting a business or buying a franchise.
Yeah.
And 2021 and 2022 were the best. We do a lot of franchise advertising. I can tell you, we were getting more demand than ever. The searches in Google went through the roof, and we expect that to continue into 2023. By all accounts, January, February, March are going to be very busy for people looking to start their own business. From a marketing perspective, though, we got a couple of aspects where we see the competition really heating up. One is after that first quarter, with potential recessionary forces and cooling economy, we do expect a slowdown in people wanting to start a business. Interest rates are higher, so taking out a loan to start a business is going to be tougher. Just people get a little more nervous and tend to hunker down in times of economic uncertainty. So the pool of people interested in starting a business we expect to decrease. And at the same time, we know that any retailers who are also a franchise are going to be looking to want to grow their franchise system. So we expect an increase in advertising. So simple supply and demand, fewer people, more spending. We expect the cost to go up, and we expect it to be way more competitive in 2023
Hmm.
for franchise systems to be able to find, attract, and convert those potential franchisees into actual people in their system.
All right, and the last of our top 5 digital marketing trends is creating competitive advantage through first-party data. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that, Steve, and what that means.
Yeah, so first party data is basically any information you as a retailer are getting on your own. So that could be through your website or your app, social media, surveys. If at cash you're asking for people's email address, stuff like that. Any information you're getting about your customers that you get directly is called first party data. That means that
Mhm.
you own it, you control it, and you can use it for things like marketing and product improvement and things like that. Third-party data is information that's gathered by another entity about your customers. The most common of this would be Facebook, Google, Instagram. All those platforms are gathering data, and then marketers are using those tools that Facebook, Instagram, etc., provide to then target people. That third-party data is becoming tougher and tougher. There's a lot more privacy, as we've all seen. Apple did a very public change in how privacy works back in 2021. Firefox and Safari, a couple of major browsers, have basically reduced the effectiveness of third-party cookies quite dramatically. Chrome's expected to do the same next year. The short version of all that is any retailer who is reliant on third-party data for targeting and marketing and finding their customers online is going to see a decline in performance and a decline in the ability to do that. So in 2022, we've seen a real increase in retailers looking to build first-party data, and we expect 2023 to really be the major year of that because by 2024, we expect third-party cookies will be largely irrelevant, if not obsolete altogether.
Yeah.
So what that means is through 2023, we expect retailers to be implementing programs where they can do surveys or have loyalty programs or have newsletters, anything where you can collect first-party data, which you can then use to get a competitive advantage over your competitors and to overcome this problem with third-party data that everyone's going to be suffering from.
All right. And Steve, anything else that you see out there as a emerging trends for this coming year?
Yeah, there's a couple I'd cite. So those are the top five that we certainly are looking at from a digital marketing perspective. But a couple more to keep your eye on. One would be social commerce. So this is basically where people are buying directly on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So today you can obviously you click an ad and you go through to a retailer website and you purchase on the retailer website. Social commerce is where you actually complete the transaction within the social platform.
Hmm.
So Facebook's already got this today. They have really well built out shops on both Facebook and Instagram. Um, they're not really taken off as yet, but if you look at younger people, particularly Gen Zers and millennials, they actually do buy on social platforms, which gives you a sort of a forward-looking trend to where that might move over time. And the big one for 2023 is TikTok. So they have been trialing some really interesting social commerce products in different parts of the world. They're doing it overseas and a bit in the US, and they expect to roll those out in 2023. And they're really engaging, and they capitalize on that the short form trend we talked about and the social commerce trend all in one. So that could be a bit of a big deal in 2023 for sure.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And last question, Steve, if you could just maybe talk a little bit about Reshift Media and what you guys do.
Sure. We're a digital marketing company based in Toronto. We do business with 200 brands in 22 countries. We do everything from social media, search, website development, app development, basically any kind of digital marketing you can think of. We work a lot with retailers, franchise systems, and multi-location businesses.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Steve, for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me. It was great.
All right, that was Steve Buors, who is CEO and co-founder of Reshift Media. I'm Mario Tonaguzzi, Senior News Editor at Retail Insider. Thanks for joining us today.